Okay, hello fellow drum builders. Today I want to do a quick video on a way that I drill holes in a ply shell and eliminate tear out. And what tear out is when you push the bit through the shell, it actually breaks the wood fibers coming through, and it looks very poor. And so I came up with a way of eliminating that problem. I've tried a couple of things in the past and had varying results, and this works pretty good. So in order to do it, obviously you need your shell all marked for the holes you're going to drill. And then you need two tools. You need a drill, and if you're working with a shell smaller than like a bass drum and possibly a floor tom, you're going to need an angle drill, because otherwise you can't drill from the inside, and that's one of the things you're going to do. So in addition, you need you need a drill bit, two drill bits for sure. One tiny twist drill, the smaller the better. And then a brad point drill. There we go. And the brad point drill has a small little pilot point, and then it sort of drills flat through the wood. So I'll show you each step, and I'll show you the results. Alright, so step number one, well, obviously step number one is laying out your holes. And then step number two, we'll be using the cordless drill to drill a tiny little marker hole through each one. Now, I'd like to show you me drilling them, but I cannot because I am recording this on my phone and I can't do it with one hand. So I'm going to pause, and when I come back, all the pilot holes should be drilled. Okay, that step is done. I drilled through all of these, and the reason you want to use as small of a bit as possible is, as you can see, or maybe not, I don't know if the camera's picking this up, is there will be a small amount of tear out, as any twist drill will do. So the smaller the bit is, the less tear out you'll have. If you just go at it right away with a regular size bit, you will tear the wood as the bit pushes through. So there it is. So the reason you're doing this pilot hole is because now that the pilot hole is done, essentially what you have is you have a mark on the outside that's identical on the inside. And so the next step here will be to take this and put it in the angle drill, and we're actually just going to drill a very shallow depth hole. And what that'll do is it'll cut the wood fibers on the outer edge. So once you do that, then when you come from the outside and drill through, these fibers on the inside will already be cut, and then that way you don't get any tear out. So again, I'll go ahead and do this, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, and there we are with all the inner holes pre-drilled. And as you see, it looks like you have some tear out or whatever, but you actually don't, because instead of pushing through the wood, you're just cutting the fibers. So we have all these done now. So then the next step, easily enough, is to come back on the other side, on the outside of the shell, and drill from the outside in. Now obviously you could, if you wanted to, you could do just the opposite and pilot drill your first holes on the outside and then drill through from the inside. It doesn't really matter, but I find this way easiest. So now I'll go ahead and I might be able to do this one-handed, so you can see what I'm doing here. So let's see. You come and you just drill now. Shit. I'll edit that out because that was a frickin' mistake. Anyway, let's do this again. This is actually the breather hole bit. I drilled that hole way too big. Okay. So there we are. And when you peel this away, you'll see you should have a pretty nice hole there on the outside. Nope, we did get a little tear out. This bit is a little bit aggressive. But as you can see on the inside, we have none. So that's going to be a problem. Hopefully my grommet will cover that up. But I'm going to edit that out also. Okay, so the last and final step will be to drill from the outside in. And I can do that one-handed. So we'll start here. You'll see. And if I peel this tape away, you'll see that I have a very nice hole on the outside. That's a pretty clean hole. And on the inside, we also have a clean hole with a very minimal tear out, if any. So that's it. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks.